Hello everyone, it is your boy, GamerMadness, back today with Assassin's Creed Part 7, and without further ado, let's get into this walkthrough.
Have you heard the story of courageous Captain Phoxidas? The magnificent Greek mercenary who single-handedly defeated the despised Gabiniani in epic battle on the high seas? Then gather around, and I will amaze you with the legend of Phoxidas and the goddess of Siwa. Listen closely, and you will hear how, alone on the wide, naked Mediterranean Sea, the two fearless titans sent no less than 60 Gabiniani ships to the bottom of the ocean.
You said goddess of Siwa. What was her name? Which battle are you talking about?
You have not heard? Oh, my friend, then you are in for a treat. Let me tell you how it happened. Legend has it, the noble Greek captain and the Egyptian goddess sailed from Alexandria's Golden Coast in search of the feared Gabiniani fleet, with only their sturdy trireme and loyal crew against the Gabiniani's fabled warships. Floating mountains, carrying 10,000 men, bristling with oars and fire.
Okay everyone, as you can see, I decided to go with the Ire mission, so that means that we are hunting for more ships.
Where do they come from?
So what I'll be doing is, I'll be doing this mission, then I'll be moving on to the main story for Bayek again. I decided to go with this because I figured, why not? Right, mustn't forget to brace this time, because I think in the last video where I had this mission with Ire, or a mission with Ire, I think I forgot to block a lot.
Strike oars and ready your bows! We attack!
Give no quarter, men!
Fire!
Devils will give us none!
Literally fire, because we're firing fire arrows.
Show no fear, Damascus! They've not met our kind before!
That is something I need to try and do more often. The, not sure what it was called, but it's like a counter for when a ship rams you, as you may have just seen. I need to remember to try and do that a lot more. Seems to help out quite a bit. Also, there seems to be weak points on the ships that would indicate that if you shoot them, it's the red thing that keeps turning up on the ships, if you can see it. So if you shoot those, I think, well, that happens, you know, a big explosion. And to finish, ram!
Gabiniani were vanquished. All 20 mountainous warships lay in Poseidon's slimy embrace.
Also, wanted to mention in this video, at this point in time, of this video being up, I have already bought and played the new God of War, and it is awesome. So I will be doing a walkthrough on that at some point. I'll probably be doing God of War 3 first before I do that one, because I like to, I'm going to try and play them in order.
If your spies tell the truth.
What of it?
Which at the moment I can see how that's not exactly consistent with the fact that I've already done Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry before I did Assassin's Creed Black Flag or Assassin's Creed 2 or anything like that, and how I already did Lost Legacy, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, before I did Uncharted 1. So I am going to try and keep them in order, but if I can't, then
Rising from the very depths of the underworld,
basically I'll just try.
Wall of hulls appeared. This time an unbelievable 40 Gabiniani death ships First I will load
Alright,
heroes.
one more fleet to take down,
Then another ship rose behind the fleet.
and then we should be
This
moving
island
on.
which has never been seen before or since.
I decided to leave the talking in the intro with him explaining about this mission because I feel that it was very explanatory of what's going on. And, you know, it's just really cool. It adds for effect and dramatics.
100 balls of fire leapt up from the Gabiniani decks, and both...
The way they spring from the fog, it is like a nightmare.
Also, having spoken of future walkthroughs or past walkthroughs, I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing next. I will be going through the collection of games that I have and then just deciding where to go from there. I will try and make it a game that I haven't played yet, franchise-wise, because so far, of course, I've played a Batman game, I've played 2 Assassin's Creed games, and I've played an Uncharted game, which I'll probably try and switch to some other franchise. I have quite a few games, so I'll probably take a butcher's and see what I can find. See what I can find.
The crew fainted, but were borne up again by the wild, thunderous cries of their fearless captain and the goddess.
Yet more ships.
See, that's what I meant earlier. That red thing that's glowing, that's, I'm thinking it's barrels, and they basically explode when you shoot them.
This is it, slackers! We win or we die! Ah, la, la.
Prepare to evade!
Okay, just a little more.
They must this.
Throw the fire arrows.
To me.
I mean the fire bombs.
Tribes will break their
I think we got it.
Writing of this day. On this
Nope.
blood-smeared ocean.
Just a couple more shots and got it.
Well done all!
Ah, la, 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 la. And that is the game.
Ah la la!
La, la.
I don't know why they say that. It seems to be some sort of war cry.
So Foxidas and the goddess sailed into legend over the backs of 10 times 10,000 drowned Gabiniani. I tell you, I weep just to tell of it. And they say, if you whisper a prayer into a wave or a fold of the sea, you can hear their war cry answer back, Alala! Alala! And that is how it happened. To a word.
What a tale. The goddess' name was Aya, and a goddess she truly is. That may be the only honest part of the story.
What is truth? All is permitted in the realm of greatness. One must believe in the act of creation, or else they will join the Gabiniani.
You are a fine storyteller, Seni. Though, I cannot tell if you are playing a game with me, or telling a story.
They are one and the same, my friend. Married to each other, like the oceans and the rain.
Halala!
You see it now!
Okay, so that's that mission done. And we've already killed all the people on the list so far. So, I think the next thing we have to do is go see Cleopatra. So let's track that mission. And that's quite far away, so I'm going to fast travel there. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay everyone, here we are. We are now going to go talk to Apollodorus, who works for Cleopatra.
Ah, look who has returned. Bayek of Siwa. Perfect that you have met us in Heraklion, the city of wine, women, whatever a magi like you desires and deserves.
To the Queen!
Bayek, you arrive at an opportune time.
Cleopatra, I'm still looking for the men who killed my son. The order is neutralized. Was my hunt for me or for you?
I have 2 more names. The order can't be
And how many more names after that?
as many as it takes.
I wish to bring my son to the afterlife where he belongs, not... Ah, I like you, Cleopatra. But the royal matters that seduced my wife do not sway me so.
What does the badge mean to you? Have you forgotten?
This badge means more to you than it does to me.
This is not one man we are fighting. Nothing ends simply. Aya has understood that you have a new reality. I am your pharaoh. You are Medjay to all of Egypt. Follow me. We have a gift.
Speaking of Medjay, any news of Aya?
Aya is still defending the seas. We are expecting Pompey and his fleet any day now, to unite against the Order and change the land.
I did see a lot on my hands that sickened me. Our land is being oppressed greatly. I realize we cannot let the Order rise again.
Yes, Bayek. The 2 new names, the Jekyll and the Scorpion, are within my brother's inner circle. We believe they are the ones behind the attempt on my life.
An attempt on your life? By your brother's Philakes?
Hard to tell. A Gabiniani, one of Septimius' warriors. They form a militia 2,000 strong. I had hoped to ally with them.
With Septimius? The Roman lug? He leads them?
Yes, the dreamer who posits himself as truly Egyptian, and yet sends a man to murder me. Not very Egyptian, if you ask me. Aya feels he is working for the Order, and has a proxy here named Venator.
Perhaps he is the masked one that forced my son's death upon me.
Fotuo! Just kill me already, you coward! Oh!
Here is your gift. He is in the order of ancients like Septimius. We found him snooping around the villa. We think he knows who killed your son.
My brother Septimius killed your son, and I don't give a shit!
Shit-giving is my job.
I just fucked those twins up! Venator!
Enough for you. I will press him for more information. I suggest you visit the brothel in town.
Yes. Go dig through this Dionysian town, and unearth the plot against us.
Septimius is in town. His main Philakis is a man named Venator. We heard rumors he is lurking around the brothel.
Alright, so we are going to the brothel then. To look for the person we need to kill. I'm gathering. I rarely pay attention to what they're actually saying. I usually just get the video done. Sort of tune out when they're talking. Didn't want to do that. Apologies.
Ah, a true warrior. I have a discount for... Wait. You're not with the Gabinianis, are you?
No, I am not. I am a Medjay.
Whoa. Medjais used to come here all the time, but not recently. Who do you work for, then?
Cleopatra.
I heard she was in town. Well, a Medjay working for his pharaoh. You must have gold to burn.
I would like to speak with your legendary twins.
Speaking is what you call it. I suppose we all have our thing. The twins are going to cost you if you want to speak, or anything else with them, Medjay. Make yourself comfortable upstairs. The twins will come for you. They had a rough night yesterday, so don't speak too hard with them, hmm?
Look, lady, Bayek doesn't want to do anything other than talk to them. You don't want to do anything else. Especially considering one of those is a bloke.
Wanted to speak to us.
I'm looking for a Gavignani named Venator.
Shh! Do not say that name.
He's a naked idiot. I won't hold my tongue for that monster. Everyone is scared of him, but you should kill him. He's staying at the top of the square.
You won't be staying anywhere ever again.
Well, by the looks of it, we're going to be killing this guy eventually anyway. Hopefully it's just sooner rather than later. Alright, investigation time.
By Anubis, this place has been busy. Venator does not work alone. This place smells like a swamp.
Which, to be fair, actually looks like there's nothing up here investigation wise. So let's try down here. Target practice for Queen
Venator is training his
Cleopatra.
GamerMadness for an assassination.
A jar. There wouldn't be anything in this, would there? Yeah, there's a snake. Great. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Well, it killed me.
Loots, lipstick,
So I decided to skip past all the things I'd already done in this investigative area already,
Odd.
so that we can get on with killing this Venador.
Wine casks. This doesn't smell like wine though. Oil in wine casks.
Enough to
Enough
burn
to
a
burn
whole
down the
city. That is not good.
My gods. A crafty plan. One of the men is posing as a woman. Must be to infiltrate the palace. Posing as wine merchants, they will dock and set a fire to cause a panic. With an archer ready to pick off the queen in the confusion. Somewhere high. Venator. More than just one of Septimius' dogs. You have your own puppets within the order. I have to find them before they strike.
Right, so they plan on killing Cleopatra. To be fair, that wasn't surprising at all. Alright, that's one. That's two. And there's number three. I think that's the bloke that's dressed like a woman. And I think that one's the closest, so we'll kill that person first. Okay. Didn't want to do that.
How do I look?
Aha! It was the man dressed as a woman.
Alexis!
He was an imposter. A Roman man.
Yeah, it was an imposter.
I'm doing you a favor.
It was a dude dressed as a woman. Okay. Right, now I can go over to the near the water for that one.
I should not be seen in this area.
Yeah, we're not being cautious in this area, mainly because I've just got spotted. And that's the person down straight away. Also guys, only just remembered, I have now completed on my other save the Cursed Pharaoh, so I won't look like a complete twat trying to play it and not knowing where to go, because I now know where to go and what to do. And for anyone who's got this game and has DLC, The Cursed Pharaoh, little tip: make sure you fully upgraded everything. Also, when it comes to most of the giant scorpions, have the bow and arrow that can shoot more than one arrow at the same time. The one that can shoot multiple arrows at once, because it really helps. But do make sure that it is fully upgraded, otherwise it won't do that much damage. That is why during the hidden ones, that will probably be when I have upgraded the gear, because I'd imagine by the time that I get to the hidden ones, or we get into the hidden ones, by the time we get to the Cursed Pharaohs, I mean, I probably would have been at level 55 for a little while, and I did not mean to do that. All that. Get down, you fool. Right, let's go talk to Cleopatra. And Io, apparently.
Back!
Ah, you smell of the sea.
The high seas have taken me for some time, but now I'm yours.
Move!
I am wounded.
War fighting! Which, to be fair, no one is a match for me now, because I have this weapon, the gift from the gods. I'm just pissing over these enemies. Okay. Aha. Venador. Hey, told you we were gonna kill him.
Your queen is an unworthy bitch.
That is no way to talk about a goddess.
Oh, shut up and
If you are
die.
a guardian of Egypt, the country will surely be dead in moments.
Keep talking. You'll soon find yourself without a head.
Did you stop by the block and see my hand?
You also will notice that I'm not that good at dodging,
Come. Let me
but I've been trying to get better at it,
You fool to all. You think you can
because,
change any of our plans?
well, the obvious reasons.
You will soon be dead.
Because if I dodge, that means I don't get hit.
Death to Cleo! We are the GamerMadness, and Egypt is ours! Whoa!
And dead.
Save a place in the duat for your brother Septimius.
Yeah, what he said.
Hey, old man. Oh, are you injured?
Just a flesh wound.
Aye.
I am fine. Nothing hurts anymore. My mind is a riot. All I have is that I am pushed further. One more attempt to snuff me out.
My queen, rest and
I
remember
do
that...
not need rest. This civil war is no closer to ending. I need a fucking throne. My throne rots in the hands of my brother. Instruct Phoxidas to prepare ship. We head to meet Pompey. My last resort. You two go ahead and tell him we're coming.
Yes, my queen. Bayek, if we don't get to Pompey first, Septimius might.
It was kind of obvious that we... Fuck. Sake. Sorry guys, the microphone fell off. So yeah, it was kind of obvious that we had to get there before Caesar did.
Gabiniani's left us a felucca. Kind of them.
Because to be fair, if we let Caesar get there first, That'd just be ridiculous. No, wait. Yeah.
Septimius is the shit-eater. He is the man we must escort to the Devourer.
And of Potinus?
No.
He will be more fodder for the Devourer.
Yeah, we needed Caesar to get there first because he's trying to get an alliance with Cleopatra, but we can't let the douchebags that we're fighting get there first. That's the obvious part.
Great. Foxidas
Got confused there for a minute.
Why don't we take each other here?
In this reed boat.
Take advantage of these rare moments between us, before your new job steals you away as savior of all Egypt.
You make jokes,
I
but
couldn't
it's
give
not
less
fun.
of a shit
It
that
is
I just
greatness.
discovered a new area.
This country is at civil war. One simply cannot deny it. Everywhere is misery.
I love you, Aya. And we are Magi. We do serve and protect, but we work alone.
Watch where you're going,
I share your hatred
douche.
for Ptolemy. But remember,
What an asshole.
Cleopatra is a Ptolemy. She's the
I will
better
be
of
leaving
the
these sort of
We must
trips
serve
in,
greatness.
guys
What greatness do we serve now?
and gals.
We are parents.
We were.
If they're talking, I'll leave it
I
in.
love you, Bayek of Siwa.
The only reason that I'll cut it if there's like a long journey is if they're not talking. Because I feel if a YouTuber is to leave something in that's a long journey and they're running or they're riding a horse or something and there's no talking or no sound or no like inner monologue thing from the main character, it's just ridiculous because you can't hear anything. You get bored just looking at someone sailing away or riding or something. But if there's talking, it just adds to the story anyway. So with those sort of things where they're talking, I'll leave those in. If it's not too far,
Hangs in the air.
then I will leave it in anyway because it won't be that great of a distance.
Are those bodies?
Even if it's one of those situations where they're not talking, because if it's not that long, it won't be that
The
boring.
Nile will run red for many moons.
Septimius has beat us.
Funny how all great men are reduced to food for maggots. This is a cemetery for our ambitions.
No. No, it can't be. Where is Caesar?
He has arrived in Alexandria. He is heavily guarded, so there's...
Bring me to him. I will get to Caesar if I have to drag myself through the sewers of the palace.
One thing I greatly admire about these games nowadays is the lip work from the actual animators. Because if you looked closely in that one where she was talking about if she has to, she'll drag herself through the sewers, you can actually see her mouth saying that.
Damn it, what's the matter with you?
Forewarning, Bayek. Once we board this ship, there is no turning back. And we finish with the Queen on her throne, or each of our heads on a pike.
Yeah, I'd rather not return with my head on a pike. Oops. Pressed no by accident. Right. Now we're going.
It is rare that our cargo is a goddess. I apologize. We have no kings or queens on our ship. Only gods and goddesses. So you should fit right in.
All strange and terrible things are welcome.
I am worried that my quarters are not as comfortable as your palace.
Comforts. We despise them.
My loyal shield boy! Are you fit?
I am in awe of this goddess. We must do her well. I can't believe she's on our ship.
Hey, don't be fooled by appearances. She needs us more than we need her. Raya, she is the real goddess.
There, in the distance.
Raya, already showing Bayek the best places to make love, huh?
Enough, Fox. It is time to make war.
Brothers at sea, today we carry a precious cargo. Queen Cleopatra, great lady in perfection. She of the Sage and Bee. With so many other cocksure titles, my breath falters just to think of them. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the fore, you'll notice we have some friends bearing down upon us. Emissaries of our little pharaoh. How kind of them to come forth! Let us welcome them, shall we? Warmly, with a ball of flaming refuse. Ah la 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 la! This reminds me of a day 20 years back, when I sailed with a group of pirates.
The Sicilians, was it?
Ah, you heard the stories. That's right. I was a hired hull then too. They were planning an inland raid on Antioch. Well done then.
Right, I thought I'd let him talk for that quite large gap because it seemed like a dramatic moment for the story, so I figured screw it, I'll let him talk. And it does look like that whole ah la 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 is a sort of war cry.
They'll want to box us in and drive us against the shore.
I see that look in your eyes.
Definitely is much smoother for sailing in this than it is on Black Flag. However though, the thing is you have to push forward on the analog stick, and if you're trying to move side to side you need to try and keep it in the middle as well and then just slightly turn. So that is kind of a slight problem, so not so smooth I would say. But, you know, it's still definitely smoother to steer, just not so much to get it to go. So if I look like I'm moving slowly, it's because I'm trying to actually keep it moving forward as well as moving around. In Black Flag it will probably look a lot better because it will be a case of the ship is automatically going forward anyway when you put on the sails, and then it's just a case of steer. Fire catapult! Got him!
Send them to the abyss!
Okay, they're dead.
The air stinks, but not the oarsmen. Something else.
Hold Foxidas. Look there, at the water.
I think that can blow up. I think what they've done is poured gasoline on it. Yep. That was weird.
2 ships down? Damn Ptolemy!
That is not the best way to enter into a cutscene.
I'm no boxing general with bottomless Roman
I'm not sure why it suddenly dropped Aya in.
Alright.
Must focus on this big one first, because I remember the last time that I did this, it was damn hard to take that thing out, so for now, focusing on that. I really must learn to brace a lot more as well.
They've set an octarine, a floating city. Blast! Do the gods wish my fleet destroyed? Tickle Poseidon! This old fish will stick in your grizzled throat!
Throw the fireballs!
Not offend the gods without cause.
I'll take angry gods
That'll serve 'em right.
ones right now! Open up the skies and rain some kind of shit down on us!
We have one last feast to
Yeah,
hunt.
that is why you do not test me in a game of chicken. I will always keep going.
The pace, brothers!
I never stop. I never turn. I will always go forward and ram them. Speaking of ramming, I screwed that ram up. Because they're firing, I have to brace every so often. Come on, nearly there. Health's looking semi-okay. One more hit and it's gone. Okay, maybe a few more hits. You know what, screw this. And that was what I was planning on doing earlier. Come on. Got him. Over. Done.
The gods had such a humor, Aya. The day I met you.
Although I think the ship's on fire.
Right?
Hopefully the cutscene activates before my ship burns.
Lucky to be in your furious company.
Should I apologize for putting you back to work?
Not at all. Not at all. My blood runs quick now. With the roar of battle. By Zeus, I have not seen this much action since the earliest days of Cleopatra's father.
Let's not celebrate too roundly, old man. We're afloat in the sea with a cargo with 1,000 ships.
I wonder if Cleopatra survived unmarked. Those clothes looked expensive.
All are safe, we're done. Attacking starboard! Oh, we are not done. Ptolemy's Malaki are not dead yet. Get onto the reed boats. Use the fog to hide your escape. I will take care of this. Destiny is a fucker sometimes, Aya. Enjoy the calm water. I will stay in the storm. Flee, you fools! Don't mind the flaming arrows, huh? Before battle, we will honor our goddess!
We cannot afford to spill any Roman blood.
We cannot traipse into the palace armed to the teeth.
So we disarm then.
Armed or not, they will recognize her.
For once, perhaps a queen's entrance is unnecessary.
Act natural.
Oh yeah, I remember learning about this. Cleopatra sneaked herself in, well, with help of course,
Is our queen
into Caesar's palace. Not exactly ingenious considering that A,
Who are we?
people would hear her if she starts talking. B, they should actually be able to hear her breathing. And C, I'm pretty sure they check it before they actually let them go in.
I am the Nomarch of Heliopolis. These are my Phylacitae.
I'm not sure how the real Cleopatra actually did it,
with an escort.
Follow me.
but Ubisoft did say in their Discovery thing that they did for DLC, they did say that they've got quite a lot of it accurate to how it actually went, and then they changed a couple of things because of whatever reasons.
However, I cannot guarantee my Imperator will hold court with you.
We understand. You are a good legionary. We will be patient.
Do you think we could take them all?
Of course. We have better gods than them.
Are we there yet?
See, just like that. There was a guard not a few feet from them. She asks, "Are we there yet?" and he doesn't hear her mumble.
We are with the great pharaoh
I mean, surely
his envoys
they
from
would
the
hear
east,
it.
with
Turn
gifts for
around,
your
check the
imperator.
bloody
Carry
rug,
on then. And
see if there was
offering?
anyone in it.
Would you like me to help you
Which
carry your
either says that the
No,
plan is
sorry,
really
it is
good
very sacred.
and he's just hard at hearing,
Must be handled by the
and I think I've just gone the wrong way.
They understand the merchandise.
Yeah, I have. So yeah, it either means that they're like really hard of hearing or they're just really stupid.
Step aside, legionnaires. Official business for the Pharaoh.
Who are you? You look like a hippodrome racer.
I am. You should see me race.
The one disturbing thing that I actually learned about Cleopatra though is that the brother that I think she's at war with right now, I think that's the one that she was actually married to, because for some reason she married her own brother, which is really weird if you think about it, but I guess for those days it wasn't actually that much of a bother.
All politics are concluded.
But hey ho, who am I to judge?
Pompey was bound to be killed.
Pompey was your enemy, Caesar.
He was my friend first. But you are right, Ptolemy. Now let us discuss our alliance. What is this?
Forgive, Lord Caesar. We bring a gift from our pharaoh, Cleopatra.
Pharaoh? This is no gift. These are my sister's friends. It is a trap.
In place of an envoy, Cleopatra sends a rug?
I wonder how you all entered my palace.
God, kill these traitors!
My wretched brother. He's let the wine go to vinegar, and my kingdom to pieces.
Great lady. Your audacity is equaled only by your beauty. Flavius, please.
I can offer you what my brother failed at with me. Marriage. A true marriage, that is.
If you ally with my sister, I will kill every last Roman in Alexandria.
Enough of the big words, little brother.
Out, all. You will each be sent for when our congress is concluded. I wish to hear both Ptolemies' side of the story.
Pothinus and Septimius gone. We missed them.
You will have your vengeance soon. This is Cleopatra's time to officially become queen.
If she is crowned queen, we will be able to act from within. Crush the network.
Tomorrow, our queen will have turned flattery into progress. We'll reconvene tomorrow at the gardens. You proved your worth tenfold today. You truly are great Magi's.
Aya, dear one, thank you for coming. All is well with great Caesar.
Good, my queen. Soon you will be on your throne.
Yes, yes. I must ask you a favor, though. The tomb. I fear Lord Caesar should have the honor to bear witness to the author of our kingdom, Alexander the Great.
You want to impress your new lover, I see. The tomb is sealed, no?
It is, but by an act of Gaia, not a royal decree. An earthquake in the early days of my father's reign has blocked the door. Do you know our metropolis well enough to suggest an alternate means of entry?
The underground.
You would enter from below?
Well, I would find a way into the cisterns and canals below, Work backwards and find a way to clear a passage into the tomb.
That would solve our problem, but it seems idealistic.
Fortune favors those who ignore her. I'll examine the area around the tomb and figure this out.
Excellent. Rejoice.
Okay, so we basically are going to try and find a way in to Alexander the Great's tomb, which, if I remember correctly, is quite easy. I think it has something to do with a wall, but you still need to investigate most of the area anyway.
I will double check.
Think.
Ensure it is.
Really? You insult that F?
Broken spears. These Romans really did try everything. They got it right. This way is completely blocked.
So it's
That earthquake must have altered the
blocked.
structure.
Kind of weird that I'm playing as Aya as well, because when this game actually first came out, we did get told that we were going to play as Aya, but most people figured it was like a couple of missions, not about it.
This is a tighter squeeze than the caves west of Siwa.
We were smaller in those days.
Okay, so we're in the this would be referred to as a catacomb. So we're in the catacombs and looking for a way in, basically. Which, considering I've played this before,
It must be through the sewers.
shouldn't be too hard to remember exactly where to go. I say that as I apparently look around for... Ah, there we are. I was going to say, that was weird timing for me to say, considering that after I said it, I just wandered around for a little while. Get some air. Because we don't want me drowning now, do we? Because that would be ridiculous and make this video crap. Which, from now on, anytime that I die, I'm probably just gonna cut it out. And then, you know, skip past the whole me dying part. So there it is, the tomb of Alexandra the Great. Alexander the Great, I should say, sorry.
Whatever you want, my love.
It is said that his sarcophagus is full of honey, helps preserve the Ka.
Sorry, I thought I was supposed to let them in.
Promise me you will
But
bury me
apparently
so I
not.
can protect myself in the field of reeds.
Promise. These markings along the bottom, they speak of Siwa, the vault, and a scepter that Alexander holds.
Funny you should mention being buried with your blade.
Where a marked sphere meets its
Because a long time from now, someone's gonna nick that blade and you're gonna regret burying yourself with it. Then again, it was quite fortunate for the modern day main character.
I'm going to keep looking around.
If she didn't have it, she would have died. Not really sure why I just lit two of them and I'm now just going to the door.
Rex Immortalis. stuff he is holding. The markings. Ever since I was a boy, I've idolized this man.
He is similar to you.
I wept at the base of his statue in Rome. At 30, he was a god with an empire stretching across the known world. What have I done with my 5 long decades here on Earth? Tell me, do you faint?
Together we can do more than Alexander did.
Yes.
How long before the Queen stops impressing Caesar and starts impressing us?
Our needs are hers as well. She will deliver.
My Caesar, our emissaries have been captured at the southern garrison of Alexandria. Soldiers have reported a hostile environment.
Captured? Is this Ptolemy's diplomacy?
I will send my guard. Greek soldiers will pass more freely through the city than Romans.
Let us settle this matter, my queen.
Flavius, come. Look. We have found the great king.
Taking on the entire garrison will not be easy.
I may not have to take on the entire
Okay.
garrison. A calculated kill and a
Wasn't
shadowy
really
presence
paying
will
attention then, so not entirely sure what I'm doing.
I would like to be at your side.
Right, realised what I was doing. Fast travelled to this point because it took a while. So I cut the travelling out of the video. It was quite a long way. Ended up remembering what I'm supposed to be doing. Supposed to be finding this messenger guy. Basically an informant for Caesar, I think. Either way, I have to get him, bring him back, and he can basically tell Cleopatra and that whatever he knows.
Hey! Trouble here! Looks like into freedom, idiot! Basket is in red!
Yeah, this guy. He's the one I have to save. And it won't let me save him until I get out of conflict. So, let's get out of conflict. In the face!
I see you! Going to gut you!
Okay, I'm just going to avoid the hole going up and down with this guy. And then just shoot him. Good. Now I need to save this bloke. What conflict? I'm not in any freaking conflict anymore. Now I'm not in conflict and am anonymous.
We need to alert Caesar.
What happened to you?
Septimius. They are preparing a siege of the harbor. They want to take the palace. I will not betray Caesar!
How many more heads must I chop off before Caesar understands?
This is futile. A change of plans. The Lion says we must march on the Pharos and trap the Queen.
Then they said... they left for...
Where? Where? This guy may have more valuable information.
Right, so we now know who the Scorpion and the Jackal is. And I have to carry this dead weight all the way back. Well, obviously I'm going to get on a horse. Because to be fair, if I walked back, this would just make it a longer video.
I should find a horse.
Romans now? Which invading army will oppress us next?
It might have actually been better if I just,
Romans ignored us after
you know, fast travelled. Then again, it's not too far away, so I'd imagine fast travelling would have just been pointless.
I'm heading to the Serapian. Praying is our only hope left.
Whoa. Ave. Sereno.
You have loyal men, Caesar. Septimius plans on trapping you in the palace. You have no time.
As I foresaw, war. Levius, they want fire. Let us burn the whole damn harbor. And if we change the Pharos light, the rest of the fleet will know what to do. We will join them by chariot.
Salve, Lord Caesar. I will make the order.
My queen, you should accompany me into battle.
As these soldiers rip each other apart, I shall stay on my throne. I am queen until a sword plunges through my heart. And even then, my blood will stay on my throne.
Good then. I stay. My life is yours to do with as you will.
Now, the most crucial part of the plan. Put this into the brazier of the Pharos. She will accompany me through the city. Now, let havoc reign.
Aya, if you find my brother, Ginestoy.
I smell war! We will put our queen on the throne.
You are the only queen worthy of the throne!
Give me the powder. Caesar thinks a woman cannot do this job.
Prove Caesar wrong, my love.
Okay everyone, I'm going to end the video here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, I have been GamerMadness. I will see you on the next video of mine, and this is Game Over.